Sons of Anarchy. You know, a lot of times you might think, wow, put my wife in this.
Right.
But I read that you said, or maybe I saw an interview or something, you was like, people are going to know, we're going to show them what you're really made of.
So sweet.
Yeah, I mean, I knew what she was capable of doing. It's interesting because when I pitched this idea, Art and John Linson were the producers on it, and they loved the idea of Katey being in it. But the original conceit was more of a Sopranos idea that that Gemma would be a little bit in the shadows, right? Would be more like the mother character, the Nancy Marchand character. And it was really John Landgraf who said, no, we want a trilogy. We really, like, if we're playing the Hamlet theme, which I pitched, what I wanted to do, we need, our Gertrude, our Claudius, and our Hamlet. And that's when, they pulled her front and center in the rewrites of the pilot, But that was not me.
It was way different.
It was a little part, and then it became a bigger part because the network wanted it.
Yeah.
So that
and they saw awesome. It. Like they saw if we're really going to play this theme, if we're going to lean into it, then let's have this strong. And some of it for John was creative. Some of it was knowing demographics and doing the numbers in his head and and but ultimately it became those characters, those relationships, became the most interesting for me. The Jax Tara and the Jax Gemma stuff was ultimately the most interesting and compelling to write.
Yeah.
And it really, I had a lot of trouble getting out of that comedy box.
Sure.
That's
what she does.
She's Peg Bundy. I mean, I would have to go in rooms and show people that I didn't look that way. That I could do. When I did Lost, I had to go in like 3 times for a little recurring arc. And so when Kurt wrote me that role, it was like, wow, finally, I'm going to get to, because I don't even think I'm funny. I'm funny if you give me something funny to say. But I think I'm way more dramatic than funny. I just don't really.
That's so funny for you to say.
Well, it's wild.
You're always hilarious.
But I think I can do comedy because of music. I think it's just, I hear the time, I hear rhythm. So that's kind of where I think.
And also a lot of dramatic actors can do comedy. It's easier.
I think so. Yeah.
Sometimes that happens.
And sometimes not.
And sometimes not.
Sometimes not.
But I was given a shot to do it. And I thought it was, he used to say, we're going to kill Peg Bundy. I was like, okay.
When you say that, I mean, obviously you had a great experience on that show.
A great experience, the best experience. And I love talking about her and
that's great.
But, I might not have felt that way if I couldn't have gotten out of that box.
Yeah.
Because I think there's a lot of people that don't, that cannot get out of the whatever. If you're in somebody's living room for 11 years, they do not want to buy you as something else. It's hard.
I mean, look at Woody Harrelson.
Yeah.
He's doing okay.
Yeah, he's doing all right. I think he's doing all right.
He's doing all right.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. By the way, for the audition for Married with Children, you really wore that hairpiece?
No, but I dolled her up. She was written as like a slouch, kind of Roseanne-ish. And I went in, dolled up. I just went in like looking a little bit hot and put my hair up and glasses. And they liked it. They liked the take. So they let her be that way. She was not designed that way.
Were you ever insulted or ever like, you guys have crossed the line on this line? This is too much. We can't say this.
I was never able. Yes, some people I wasn't, because I knew that my job as an actor, it wasn't my point of view. I'm just there to interpret what the writers are saying.
Right.
So no, am I as sexist as, that show portrayed women? Do I feel that way? No, not at all. But people would always ask us these political questions about Married with Children.
Do you think it's right that they're?
Exactly.
I'm like, this is not the show. It's like Archie Bunker.
Totally. And the whole point of it was to be funny. End of story. Yeah. So I was fine with anything. It wasn't me. I was playing somebody else.
Yeah. Do you still talk to the cast?
Oh, yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah. We're on a group chain. Well, Eddie and Christina and David and I are on a group chain. In fact, we were just chatting yesterday, I do believe.
That's great.
We do.